The Whispering Shadows. The old house loomed before me, swallowed by shadows and memories. I had stumbled upon it while hiking, a decrepit structure nestled deep within the forest. Its once grand facade was now crumbling, vines creeping up the walls like skeletal fingers. Curiosity tugged at me, urging me to explore. As I stepped through the threshold, the door creaked ominously, as if warning me to turn back. The air was stale, thick with dust and the scent of mildew. I shone my flashlight around, illuminating faded wallpaper peeling like old skin. My heart raced with excitement, and a tinge of fear crept in. I wandered through the rooms, each one telling a story of abandonment. Furniture lay strewn about, draped in sheets that resembled ghostly figures. The atmosphere was heavy, a palpable sense of something lurking just beyond my sight. I shrugged it off, just my imagination. In the corner of the living room, I noticed a large mirror, its surface clouded with grime. As I approached, I felt an inexplicable chill run down my spine. I caught my reflection, but something felt off. The shadows behind me seemed to ripple, twisting as if alive. I blinked, and the shadows settled back into place. Determined to shake off the unease, I continued deeper into the house. I pushed it open, revealing a small study. Dust motes floated in the beam of my flashlight, and an ancient book lay open on a desk, its pages yellowed and brittle. I leaned closer, deciphering the faded script. It spoke of spirits, of restless souls trapped within the walls of the house. A chill gripped me, but curiosity overshadowed my fear. I read on, lost in the tales of sorrow and longing. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the room, slamming the door shut behind me. My heart raced as I turned, the sound echoing like a warning. The temperature plummeted, and I could see my breath misting in the air. A low whisper floated through the room, barely audible yet unmistakable. "Help us." The air thickened, and the shadows in the corners deepened, swirling and coiling like smoke. I backed away, my pulse pounding in my ears. The whispers grew louder, a chorus of voices crying out in despair. Panic surged through me, urging me to escape, but the shadows seemed to close in. "Please, help us!" The voices intertwined, merging into one haunting plea. I stumbled backward, colliding with the desk. The book fell shut, and the room grew silent, the shadows retreating slightly as if waiting for my next move. I took a deep breath, fighting the urge to flee. What if I could help? What if I could free them? The thought echoed in my mind, pulling me closer to the book. I opened it again, searching for answers. The pages detailed a ritual, a way to release the trapped spirits. With trembling hands, I gathered the necessary items, a candle from the shelf, a scrap of paper, and a pen. The instructions were vague, but I felt a strange pull toward the words, a need to connect with whatever lingered in this house. As I set up the makeshift altar, the shadows began to swirl once more, dancing around me with renewed intensity. I lit the candle, the flickering flame casting eerie shapes on the walls. I spoke the incantation aloud, my voice wavering yet resolute. The shadows recoiled, as if in response to my words. The air crackled with energy, and the whispers intensified, rising into a chaotic symphony of longing and pain. I pressed on, reciting each line, feeling the weight of the spirit's sorrow pressing against me. Suddenly, the room erupted in a cacophony of wails, the shadows swirling violently. I felt a rush of air, cold and biting, as if the very essence of the house was fighting back. The candle flickered dangerously, threatening to extinguish. "Help us!" The cry pierced through the chaos, resonating deep within me. I closed my eyes, focusing on the energy surging around me. I envisioned the spirits breaking free, the shadows dissipating into light. With one final surge of strength, I shouted the last line of the incantation. The candle flared brightly, illuminating the room with an otherworldly glow. The shadows screamed, a sound that rattled the very foundation of the house. And then, silence. The shadows vanished, the air growing still. I opened my eyes, heart pounding in the aftermath. The room was transformed, the oppressive weight lifted, replaced by an almost serene calm. I felt a sense of relief wash over me, as if the spirits had finally found peace. As I stepped back into the hallway, a warmth enveloped me. I glanced at the mirror one last time, and this time, my reflection smiled back. The whispers faded into the distance, replaced by a gentle breeze that caressed my skin. I left the house feeling lighter, the oppressive presence no longer haunting my every step. As I walked away, I glanced back at the manor. It stood silent, a guardian of secrets now released. The forest felt different, as if the very air had shifted, the shadows retreating into the embrace of the trees. And as I made my way home, I realized I would never forget the whispers, nor the shadows that had finally found their peace. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and click the notification bell to get notified of new videos by the Stories Show channel.